Because you have so little time and so much to do?
Catch up on what you missed while living your life.
Watch Fox 64 News at 10. The time is right. Now, a special edition of Fox 64 News after the game.
Good evening, I'm Christine Johnson. 2 postal workers who died today probably died from inhalation anthrax. That word from authorities tonight. Here's the latest information. 2 more postal employees are in the hospital with a life-threatening form of the disease. And now health officials issued an urgent call for 2,000 other workers to undergo anthrax screenings. Finally, the U.S. Capitol will open for business tomorrow. For more now, let's go to Washington and Fox News reporter Skip Lozier.
A lot of people in the Washington, D.C. area on edge tonight. Not surprisingly, they are concerned about anthrax. Disturbing news about the spread of anthrax in the Washington, D.C. area. 2 postal employees who worked in a regional mail sorting facility a short distance from the U.S. Capitol have died.
It is very clear that their symptoms are suspicious, and their deaths are likely due to anthrax.
Officials say 2 other postal workers have been infected by anthrax.
We're talking about 2 confirmed cases of individuals who have inhalation anthrax and are in the hospital receiving care.
Inhalation anthrax is the most dangerous infection of the disease. On Capitol Hill, the U.S. Capitol building will be open Tuesday, but testing continues.
We've been advised it would be a prudent course of action to follow, and the House and Senate leaders concur that the House and Senate office buildings will not be open tomorrow.
On the military front, a solemn ceremony at Arlington National Cemetery, where the first U.S. serviceman to die during Operation Enduring Freedom was laid to rest. U.S. military officials say they're discovering, quote, incredible stockpiles of Taliban and Al-Qaeda weapons, including large ammunition depots. Coalition forces are concentrating on destroying them and troop concentrations.
We're starting to work on some Taliban targets that are arrayed out in the field against folks that we would like to help.
Recapping, 2 postal workers in Washington dead from anthrax, 2 more hospitalized. In Washington, I'm Skip Lozier. Back to you.
With the fear of another terrorism attack, some lawmakers in Massachusetts now want to stockpile potassium iodide pills. The focus is on neighbors living near the Pilgrim nuclear power plant in Plymouth. Potassium iodide pills, also known as KI, stop the thyroid from absorbing radiation, preventing cancer in the gland. Duxbury voted to stockpile the pills, and now lawmakers want all towns within a 10-mile radius of the plant to do the same. And as Skip mentioned in his report, a 21-gun salute at Arlington National Cemetery today for the first American victim of Operation Enduring Freedom. Master Sergeant Evander Andrews died in an accident when he was using heavy fork-loading equipment in Qatar. Andrews leaves behind a wife and 4 children. He served in the Air Force for 18 years. And we at Fox News continue to work to bring you the latest information as America strikes back. You can log on to fox64.com anytime for up-to-the-minute details. A charge of involuntary manslaughter may not stick against a man accused in a fake game of Russian roulette. Tiverton police say Stephen Marzilli was drinking with friends when he fired a gun into a mattress. When his friend, Louis de Medeiros, held the gun, he shot it into his own temple. Police say Marzilli called 911 and threw the gun into a nearby pond. But the judge said there isn't enough evidence for the manslaughter charge and set him free on his own recognizance. A former DCYF supervisor now admits that she covered up the sexual assault of a child. 51-year-old Candace Salvo pleaded no contest to 9 counts. She admitted she asked her 28-year-old live-in boyfriend and the 15-year-old victim, who was also living at her home, to lie about the abuse. The Attorney General's office wanted jail time for Salvo, but a Superior Court judge disagreed. She was given a 3-year suspended sentence with 3 years probation. Salvo had already resigned from her job at DCYF. Narragansett police arrested more than 40 people in 2 days during URI's homecoming weekend. The university announced back in August that they would ban alcohol from the game and have a dry homecoming this year. Police say the ban forced many students to take their party elsewhere, causing major headaches for the department. Most of the arrests were for disorderly conduct. Two sides of a local budget battle save their controversy for a rainy day. And in the middle is a dwindling multi-million-dollar surplus. Fox News reporter Walt Buteau is in the newsroom now with the latest details on this developing controversy.
They call it a rainy day fund in Cranston. The city council and the mayor say that there were clouds over the city pension fund. The critics claim, though, that the mayor spent $5 million without proper authorization. And the only thing the two sides agree on is the other side is playing politics. As we move forward, it is a case of Democrats said, Republicans said.
I sent a letter to the mayor asking him for detailed penny by penny, date by date, when he spent the money.
We just took that money, we used it to fill the gap, and all of a sudden all the Republicans come out of the woodwork.
At issue is how $5 million was spent from what was said to be a $10 million budget surplus or rainy day fund. The mayor now blames the controversy on misinformation from a former staff member. And he and the council say the greater issue is the underfunded pension liability in the city. In 1992, it was a growing $89.2 million. 9 years later, it's twice that. The annual interest is $18 million. The city council put together what they thought was a solution to blotting the red ink, and they sent it to Smith Hill. It would have helped Cranston refinance the pension fund debt, but it was vetoed by the governor.
Oh, I hate to think that the governor would do that for political reasons, but we've got a Republican rep that just spoke, and I didn't see him going up to the governor and saying, hey, pass this, the city needs it. And he knew it was crucial. They all knew it was crucial. You're going to ask the taxpayers to borrow $150 million when you can't even tell them that you're going to spend $10 million, which you've been entrusted with? So I think that's an issue. I would throw them back into their court.
And then back into the other court, if you will. Mayor O'Leary did not comment directly on camera, but he told the council that he will put together what he calls a finance work group to work on budget issues. Critics fire back, though, saying of that idea, it will be one-sided since the entire city council in Cranston is Democrat. In the newsroom, Walt Buteau, Fox 64 News.
Water woes in Johnston tonight, where some neighbors say they can never be sure if water will run from their taps or if they can even flush their toilets. The Tanglewood Estates neighbors took their concerns to the town council tonight, hoping it could help. The neighborhood is just 5 years old, and when residents hired an engineer, they were told the underground pump cannot withstand water pressure. So they've requested the town install a new one. But the town blames the builder, Anco Builders, for the troubles, and they blame the town. Well, time now for your first Futurecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca.
Well, some of the showers we had earlier this evening have come to an end. It's just partly cloudy and dry during the overnight. Temperatures will eventually fall to the 40s. Not a bad start to the day tomorrow. Kids heading out to school, going to work, looking for a blend of clouds and sunshine. 8 o'clock in the morning, your temperature at 57. By 11 o'clock in the morning, heading up to 59. So what's up for the rest of the afternoon? We'll take a look at the full 5-day Futurecast, which has some ups and some downs. Coming up in a few minutes.
Coming up next on Fox News, O.J. takes the stand in his own defense in his road rage trial. And will Boots the alligator finally be sprung from his gator cell?
Michael Edo owns a Hyundai Elantra.
I drive 1,000 miles a week, and the gas mileage is outstanding.
The Elantra earned 5 stars from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. It comes with the Freedom of America's Best warranty and a long list of standard features, including front and side airbags and air conditioning.
It drove like a much more expensive car.
The Hyundai Elantra at $12,799. It's a solid value. Hyundai and the Jimmy Fund, helping kids fight cancer.
Children with Down syndrome are a gift of life.
The Buddy Walk was just an unbelievable experience.
There was just celebration all over, all around us. As a mom, it just really touched my heart.
I tell everybody about how good Walmart has been to us. Their people came out and walked.
They provided lunch.
With Walmart, we have become partners. They love our kids.
That's what we all want, is our children to be accepted for who and what they are. I was very proud of our walk. People cared about our kids.
Does the world really need another mid-sized family sedan? It does if it's redesigned with V6 power, room for 5, and the freedom of America's best warranty plan. Introducing the new Sonata from Hyundai.
It's Applebee's Honey of a Deal. Honey barbecue riblets, honey grilled chicken, or honey pepper steak. Sweet! Only at Applebee's.
A secret admirer.
Why is that so hard to believe?
And a new girlfriend.
I guess since they clone that sheep, anything's possible.
Put them together, and what do you got?
Poppity pop pop pop!
Frasier.
Next at 10:35 on Fox 64. Closed captioning on Fox 64 brought to you by Albert's Furniture, always serving our community.
Tonight, in memory of their homecoming queen killed in a weekend car crash. This was the scene this evening at Charahoe High School where 17-year-old Michelle Cynical was remembered. Cynical was crowned homecoming queen at Charahoe High School on Saturday, then died in a one-car crash Sunday night. Police say she lost control of her car and hit a utility pole. Speed may have been a factor.
It means so much to me. It makes me so happy. It makes me so much stronger to see that everyone cares. Everyone loves her. She was an inspiration to everyone.
A passenger, 17-year-old Courtney Boudreau, will recover from her minor injuries. 2 bank robberies in New Bedford today, both on the same street. Police tell us the first robber, a black man with few teeth, held up the First Federal Savings Bank on Union Street around 11 o'clock this morning. He pulled a gun, demanded money, then escaped on foot with the cash. An off-duty police officer spotted the suspicious male as he briskly walked away from the bank, but the cop couldn't stop him because no report had been called into the station. Now the search continues. And a bank robbery later in the day at the First Citizens Bank on Union Street. In this case, police say a white man claimed he had a gun and demanded cash, and he also got away. O.J. Simpson took the stand in his own defense today as his road rage trial continues in Miami. Simpson described a confrontation he had with another driver last December.
I said, look, man, finally, I said, look, man, if I cut you off, I apologize. But what are you doing? You can't do this. You know, I got a couple of kids in this car. You can cause an accident and get someone killed.
Okay.
At that, he blew up. At that, he just puffed up like a bullfrog and got animated and just went off.
Simpson also said he never left his car and never pulled eyeglasses off the other man's face. But the other driver claims Simpson was the aggressor. Meanwhile, a judge denied a mistrial sought by the defense, who claimed jurors discussed the case among themselves. The Concorde is back. The supersonic jet completed its first round transatlantic trip since the Air France fatal crash near Paris more than a year ago. This British Airways Concorde arrived in New York on a test flight carrying employees only, then flew back to London in a little more than 3 hours. Coming up next on Fox News, a fan of Miss America takes his adoration a bit too far.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Subaru of New England, www.sne1.com.
Want more from a sport utility? Then check out the all-wheel drive Subaru Outback. More ground clearance than a Ford Explorer Sport. More cargo space than a Jeep Cherokee. More miles per gallon than any leading midsize SUV. Add to this a smooth car-like ride and you have the sport utility with more of what you're looking for. Test drive the all-wheel drive Outback, the world's first sport utility wagon.
You have an amazing resilience. You are strong. Yet despite your strength, you are faced with challenges that could deprive you of it. This is why it is so important to have a healthcare plan that is there for you, for whatever life brings. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Rhode Island, your plan for life.
Then I want to go out.
Turn your kids on.
I'm always on the wrong side of every door. And as soon as I get home, then I like to get by.
It's a memory to last 9 lifetimes. Take your family now. They'll remember it forever. Cats, live on stage.
Call 421 Arts or Ticketmaster for tickets to Cats, live on stage at PPAC November 6th through the 11th.
Everyone's working together to get things moving again. Here's our contribution. 0% financing on most Chrysler cars and minivans. And if you buy now, no monthly payments for 90 days. Now it's never been easier to drive home a new Chrysler car or minivan. So take advantage of these great offers. It's our way of helping move things forward again. See your local Chrysler dealer today.
A secret admirer.
Why is that so hard to believe?
And a new girlfriend.
I guess since they cloned that sheep, anything's possible.
Put them together, and what do you got?
Poppity pop pop pop!
Frazier!
Next at 10:35 on Fox 64.
Homer takes a loan from Marge's sisters.
Don't tell Marge. I'll be good. I'll be good.
But keeping it secret has an even bigger prize.
Homer's getting ready to give us a wood rub.
No! The Simpsons.
Tomorrow at 5:30 on Fox 64.
Gallivanting gator will stay behind bars for now. Providence animal control officers say they're keeping Boots in custody until her owner assures them that she won't get away again. The 7-foot-long gator escaped from her Providence home 2 weeks ago, and that was the second time Boots decided she was made for walking. The city is waiting for the alligator's owner to assure the public that the alligator will be safe if she's sent home.
Get your weather now with Fox News meteorologist Tony Petrarca. The time is right.
Well, the calendar may say October, but it's feeling more like spring. Temperatures running a solid 10 degrees above normal. Chalk up another beautiful bonus day. A lot of sunshine, fair weather clouds, though a few rain showers passing through between 5 and 7 o'clock this evening. But we have rapid weather changes over the next 4 or 5 days, which includes above as well as below normal temperatures, and we'll show you that in just a second. And really, any shower activity that we get this week will be fast-moving and brief. So it's in here. It's out of here. It doesn't stick around too long. We're not talking about weather systems that are stalling out. Now, the average high temperature for this time of year, 62 degrees. We topped out in the 70s again today at 72. Just a shade cooler, but still comfortable tomorrow at 65. Then we're back to near 70 come Wednesday and Thursday. Strong cold front, though, by Thursday night. Look at the temperature by Friday. Well below normal. Jacket weather with a high temperature then. Only 55, so make the most of the mild weather while we have it. Satellite photo shows the sunshine of today. A weather system dropping through across upstate New York with some showers this evening have dried out. Still holding on to the cloud cover, but that will break apart during the overnight. Start of the day in the mid-50s, and with that sunshine getting to work, temperatures upper 60s to lower 70s in many locations. And again, a little cooler for tomorrow. Still holding on to mid and upper 50s with mainly cloudy and dry skies. Humidity's up there, maybe a little patchy ground fog late at night. Satellite view shows our next weather maker back here across the Midwest. This should hold off until actually tomorrow night. Strong showers and thunderstorms across the Midwest. I don't anticipate strong thunder or heavy rain here, but by tomorrow evening we'll squeak out a few rain showers with an approaching warm front. In fact, we'll switch over to futurecast mode, and high pressure nosing down from northern New England should keep things basically quiet for tonight. But this area of low pressure with its warm front will approach tomorrow with a blend of clouds and sunshine. But notice, by tomorrow evening after dark, that's when the first rain showers arrive with the front, and then late tomorrow night with the cold front, a round of scattered showers. That zips away. Remember, things are moving very fast. So by Wednesday, it clears out, and we warm up all over again. So for tomorrow afternoon, not a completely clear sky, not a completely solid overcast, but a blend of clouds and sun, mid-60s, including Greenville and Johnston, with the southeasterly breezes kicking up. Notice southeasterly winds along the coastline. It's a cooler wind direction, so coastal communities should be a shade cooler from Newport down to Point Judith and Charlestown. A little further inland, Escohegan at 65, Hope Valley 62, 63 degrees. Not a bad day across Cape Cod and the islands, though cool with that southeasterly wind. Lower 60s with that blend of clouds and sunshine. New Bedford topping out at 62 degrees for the afternoon high. Forecast for tonight, partly cloudy skies and cool. Of course, the rain long gone. A little patchy ground fog late at night. Nothing serious. Temperatures mid and upper 40s. For tomorrow, intervals of sun and clouds and cooler when you compare it to today, but those temperatures are actually close to norm for this time of year, between 60 and 65. Here's the 5-day futurecast with that quick rain shower Tuesday night. It clears out for Wednesday, 71. Enjoy. A fast-moving shower and thunderstorm for Thursday, very windy and very mild at 69. The bottom falls out come Friday and Saturday. Grab the jackets, only in the mid-50s, overnight lows in the 30s. So it'll feel like autumn by the end of the week.
All right, I'll be ready for it. Thanks, Tony. Well, we want to make a clarification on the Richmond fatal that we reported just moments ago. Let's go ahead and take a look at the picture that we showed. This photo is of Michelle Cynical, not of her passenger, 17-year-old Courtney Boudreau, who actually survived the crash. Again, this is of victim Michelle Cynical, not of her passenger, Courtney Boudreau, who survived the crash. Miss America Katie Harmon was speaking at an engagement in her hometown of Portland, Oregon yesterday when she was addressed by a very persistent suitor wishing to escort her out for a night on the town.
I always wanted you to go out on a date with me tonight. I'm being serious. No. Like a little date like McDonald's or like Burger King. What? Not funny. I'm being serious. I'm eating Sherry's. I have a gift certificate for Sherry's. There. No, hey, Burger King. A 99-cent food, not Hollywood.
I apologize, sir. I have a dinner date over at the convention center.
Well, Ms. Harmon was able to remain graceful, as you can see, and keep her cool during the requests of this young man who wouldn't take no for an answer. Police eventually had to escort him out of the auditorium, and security was heightened for Harmon since she recently started receiving letters containing death threats. Patrick is up next with part 1 of our two-part series on URI football coach Tim Stowers. Tonight, we'll take a look back at Tim's successful coaching past.
Tarbox Jeep, Rhode Island Jeep headquarters has 2002 Jeep Liberty starting at just $29.99. Over 50 to choose from. Rhode Island Jeep headquarters with over 50 Jeep Liberties. Tarbox Jeep. Call 888-214-8595. Tarbox Jeep.
It's your life. Get on with it. Dodge Caravan. Now get 0% financing and no payments till 2002 on Dodge Caravan.
The new collection is a triumph, just dripping with vibrant flair. And I love the reinterpretation of the front and back color covers from sassy to sublime. Custom ringtones strike a retro chord.
Right now, Singular is giving you twice as much. Buy this hit new Nokia and get another one free. Plus, ask about our unlimited nights and weekend plans. Singular Wireless, what do you have to say?
Freedom should be accessible to everyone. That's why you can now get 0% financing on Jeep Grand Cherokee and Jeep Wrangler. And if you buy now, you'll make no monthly payments for 90 days. And while you can't put a price on freedom, you have to admit it's a pretty good deal. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
The wonder of it all. Take a chance, make it happen. Pop the cork, finger snapping. Spin the wheel, round and round we go. Life is good, life is sweet. Grab yourself a front row seat. Let's meet and have a ball. Let's live. Yeah, let's live for the wonder of it all. Meet me at Foxwoods. Foxwoods.
Tarbox Jeep, Rhode Island Jeep headquarters has 2002 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo starting at just $24,999. Over 50 to choose from. Rhode Island's Jeep headquarters. Tarbox Jeep. Call 888-214-8595.
With Patrick Little, Fox 64 News at 10. The time is right.
Welcome back. We can't get enough of Patriots wide receiver David Patten right now. Quick six, as some of his teammates like to call him, was in Pawtucket tonight at the ground round with the 790 The Score boys, reminiscing about his 4-touchdown day yesterday.
These are the fun times, you know. You get little nicknames, everybody's in your corner. The key is going out there and continue to do it. You don't ever want to be known as a one-game wonder. So next week I want to come out and try to match it.
Don't want to be a one-game wonder. The URI football team is one of two teams in 1AA with a 7-0 record. Tim Stowers' former team, Georgia Southern, is the other. In part one of his two-part series, Brent Martineau has more on where Coach Stowers came from and why he wins wherever he goes.
Being 7-0 and ranked 4th in the nation is new territory for the Rhode Island Rams, but it's old hat for head coach Tim Stowers.
It's very easy to believe in what he says, seeing as he's been there. You know, it's like we know that he's not some guy off the street who doesn't know what he's talking about. He's won many national championships, so he knows the ingredients it's going to take to produce a winner.
Stowers won 3 rings as an assistant coach. Then in 1990, at 31 years old and the youngest head coach in Division I football, Stowers won a national championship at Georgia Southern. He was the first coach in 1AA to win the title in his inaugural season.
We won our 4th national championship here at Georgia Southern. It's the sweetest to me because I'm the head coach.
Things didn't end as well as they started in Statesboro, Georgia. Stowers had taken over for coaching legend Irk Russell, and that proved to be a tough act to follow.
And you're always constantly reminded by fans and by players and by other coaches that may remain on the staff. This is how he did it. This is how he did it here.
All Stowers did in 6 years leading Georgia Southern was win 70% of his games and made it to the postseason 3 times. That wasn't good enough for the perennial powerhouse program. When a new athletic director was hired in 1996, Tim Stowers was fired.
All I know is when you get to the pearly gates and the good Lord opens the book of life, he's not going to ask you how many football games you won.
Stowers got out of the business after his firing and even sold corrugated boxes for a year. Then in 1998, he got back into coaching.
I coached Temple for a couple of years, and I was fortunate able to be able to be the head coach at the Rhode Rams.
Tomorrow night at 10, Coach Stowers will tell us why the Rhode Rams job is the best he's ever had. Brent Martineau, Fox Sports.
Thanks, Brent. Good news for the URI hoop team. Terrence Mack, a 6'7" forward out of Pennsylvania, has decided he wants to play his college hoop in Kingston, so another big guy is in the fold for Jim Barron and his staff. Finally tonight, Sergei Samsonov should be in the Bruins lineup tomorrow night in Toronto. He's not injured. He just doesn't exist right now as far as the folks in Canada are concerned. Samsonov's passport expired, and he wasn't allowed into the country last night, but he should be in Canada by tomorrow for face-off against the Maple Leafs.
Details, don't you?
And as you just saw, the Yankees are going to the World Series again, going for their 4th in a row, and if they win it, it'll be the 27th World Series title for the Yankees franchise.
Is that a record?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good for them, and I think New York kind of needs it right now.
No, it's not good for them. It's good for New York.
Yeah,
yes.
It's great for New York, so good
Not
for them.
Yankees, though. Oh, Yankees.
Coming up next on Fox News, fan mail to your favorite celebrities might never reach them. Details next.
It all ends October 31st. Special 0% financing for up to 60 months on America's favorite 2001 and 2002 Ford cars, American-built Ford tough trucks, and SUVs. Nothing beats 0% financing. Choose from America's favorite vehicles. Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs now come with 0% financing. Nothing beats 0%. And nothing beats the money you'll save. Get to your New England Ford dealer by October 31st for this limited time offer.
I love my work. I really have the best job in the world. Hey, how are you? Everyone that I have ever met likes everyday low prices.
I know if I came here, I got the best deal.
You can go into Walmart and know it's a huge team effort to ensure that you're getting these low prices.
It makes me feel like I've got somebody on my side.
On our 39th anniversary and every day of the year, always.
When I walk out of here with my receipt, I see my savings.
Everyone likes to save money. It makes you feel good.
We're gonna go do some errands for Mama today. Oh, what is that? Oh, we're gonna go for a ride. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
The 2002 Accord from Honda. You can't explain it until you have one of your own.
Now lease a 2002 Accord LX for $239 a month for 39 months.
Good time to be sending your favorite star a fan letter. Many celebrities aren't accepting fan mail because of the Anthrax scare. Some are sending letters back to the fans who sent them, while others are requesting email only. And some publicists are just letting the mail pile up in offices. And another superstar has committed to appearing on Ally McBeal. Mariah Carey will play a character who's involved in a lawsuit by a woman who's suing a matchmaking company. Jamie Gertz returns as Kimmy, who sues the matchmaker for telling her she was, quote, unmatchable. There you go. Mariah will also sing on the show. I'm sure it'll probably be one of her new releases from her Glitter album.
Patrick can't wait.
Yeah. I have 2 copies.
Yeah, right.
All right,
What's it looking like tomorrow?
A little cooler tomorrow. We'll throw in some extra clouds. We'll call it a blend of clouds and sunshine. Bottom line, it stays dry until tomorrow night. Some rain showers working in, but they're moving very fast. So we start to clear out again for Wednesday and much warmer, up to 71. Even Thursday, a very mild and windy day with a fast-moving shower or thunderstorm. Then the bottom falls out Friday and Saturday. Jacket weather, high temperatures then only mid-50s.
All right, well, that does it for us tonight, and thanks again for joining us at this later hour. We should be back at our normal time tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. Have a great night, everyone.